Question 7. A slide in a playground descends at a constant angle 30 degree for 2.5 meters. This distance is 2.5 meters sloping section. It then has a horizontal section in the same vertical plane as the sloping section. This is a horizontal section. A child of mass 35 kg modeled as a particle P starts from rest. Here, when it starts, the initial speed will be 0 because start from rest at the top of the slide. This is the top of the slide. As a whole, this is a slide having two sections, sloping section, and then it is horizontal section. He then continues along the horizontal section until he comes to rest. See the diagram. Continues to move until rest. यहाँ पे वो rest पे आ जाते हैं. There is no instantaneous change in the speed when the child goes from the sloping section to horizontal section. यहाँ पे स्पीड में कोई इंस्टेंटेनियस चेंज नहीं है. स्लोपिंग सेक्शन पे एंड पे जो स्पीड है वही स्टार्ट ऑफ द हॉरिजॉन्टल पे स्पीड होगी. The child experiences a resistance force on the horizontal section of the slide. इस हॉरिजॉन्टल सेक्शन पे एक रेजिस्टेंस फोर्स जो है वो भी अप्लाई होती है. एंड द वर्क डन अगेंस्ट द रेजिस्टेंस टू द फोर्स ऑन द हॉरिजॉन्टल सेक्शन ऑफ द स्लाइड इज 250 joule per meter. This is not the work done, but this is joule per minute. Work per meter, 250 joule per meter. Meter is the unit of distance. 250 joule is the unit of work. So this will be W over D. So this is the force of resistance force. Now, part first of this question is it is given that the sloping section of the child is smooth. This section is smooth. This means that no friction. Find the speed of the child when she reaches the bottom of the sloping section. यहाँ पे आपने speed find करनी है. So since the sloping section is uh, smooth, so we will use here the law of conservation of energy, loss of kinetic energy, loss of potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. यहाँ से जब ये मूव करता है तो उसकी हाइट कम होती है और स्पीड इंक्रीज होती है. तो सो लॉस ऑफ काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू गेन इन loss of potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. So we will write loss of kinetic energy is mgh is equal to 1 over 2 mv square. m से कैंसिल हो जाते हैं. तो सो यहाँ से हम स्पीड फाइंड कर सकते हैं. v स्केयर इज इक्वल टू 2gh. Now the value of g is 10 and now we have to find h. h कैसे आएगा ये देखें यहाँ. दिस इज h. बॉटम तक ये h है हमारे पास. Now we will use a ratio. h perpendicular over hypotenuse is equal to sin theta. h perpendicular over hypotenuse is 2.5 is equal to sin 30 degree. Sin 30 degree 1 over 2. So this becomes h is equal to 2.5 sin 30 degree. This becomes 1.25 meters. This is the height. Now putting height here, v square is equal to 10 into 2 1.25. Oh, this becomes, taking square root, we will get v is equal to 5 meter per second. तो स्लोपिंग सेक्शन के एंड पे यहाँ पे स्पीड जो है ये 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड है. तो नो सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज Find the distance that a child travels along the horizontal section of the slide before she comes to rest. Horizontal section पे अब वो उसकी मूवमेंट शुरू हो गई, तो यहाँ पे सपोज के यहाँ पे पहुंच के उसकी स्पीड जो है वो 0 हो जाती है. वी हैव टू फाइंड दिस डिस्टेंस. तो अभी हमने फाइंड किया, यहाँ से पे स्पीड, इनिशियल स्पीड है 5, फाइनल स्पीड ये 0 होगी, तो हमें डिस्टेंस ये फाइंड करना है. तो डिस्टेंस फाइंड करने के लिए वी नीड एक्सेलरेशन. We have initial speed is equal to 5 meter per second. Final speed is 0. S we have to find. And now to find acceleration, we know that we are given this. We are given 250 joule per meter. This means that this is the force. You can see this work will be F into D, but we have given work over distance. From here, work over distance, that becomes force. Work over distance is given. This is work over distance because it is 250 joule. Joule means work per meter over distance. So this is actually a resistance force. So we have F is equal to 250 Newton. This is the resistance force. Now we have to find actually the acceleration. When the child reaches here, it moves along this horizontal section. No, there is no driving force along this, but only the resistance force जो है वो अपोज करेगी इसकी मोशन को. resistance force जो है will act in the opposite direction. So we can find the acceleration like this. Driving force is 0 minus F net force उस पर ये होगी is equal to ma Newton second law of motion. F is 250 minus 250 is equal to 35 a. From here we can find acceleration, that is minus 7.143 meter per second square. Now we will put the value of acceleration in this equation. Acceleration we have find. Acceleration is minus 7.143. Now we use this equation. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. We have to find this distance. Initial speed is final speed is 0, so this is 0. Initial speed हमने अभी find की हुई है 5 meter per second. Square is 25 to acceleration is minus 7.143 s. From here we can find s. After calculation we get 1.75 meter. Next part of this question is, it is given instead that the sloping section of the slide is rough. Now this section, sloping section, now in this case this section is rough. This means that there must be a friction, and that the child comes to rest on the slide 1.5 meter after she reaches the horizontal section. Comes to rest on the slide 1.05 meter after she reaches the horizontal section. तो यहाँ पे this distance actually this is given. This distance is 1 point. In this case, in per second, this distance is 1.05 1.05 meter. Now we have to uh, find the coefficient of friction between the child and the sloping section of the child. दोबारा इस डायग्राम को हम बनाते हैं. Horizontal, this is the sloping section, horizontal section, 35 kg mass of the child. Now M is 35 kg. We resolve this weight vertically downward act करेगा और friction. So since this angle is this angle is 30 degree. Same diagram, same slide. Now the weight, we have to find the speed here. यहाँ पे हमने स्लोपिंग सेक्शन के एंड पे हमने स्पीड फाइंड करनी है. तो ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा. वी विल रिजॉल्व दिस weight vertically downward, that is 35. This is 35 kg, 35 g. No components are this component perpendicular to the plane, this component is along the plane, angle is same 30 degree. So this component will be along the plane, component will be 35 g sine 30, 35 g sine 30. This component will be 35 g cos 30 degree. Reaction upward, normal reaction of the plane on the mass. Now force of friction will oppose the motion, that is mu r. The force of friction mu r होती है. Now we will use here, actually we have to find speed at this point. Now we will use Newton's second law of motion. Net force will be 35 weight का component along the plane, 35 g sine 30 degree minus force of friction, that is mu r is equal to ma. Now putting the value of mu we have to find mu, हमने find करना है, और r हमें, we need r is clearly r is 35 g cos 30 degree. Putting the values 35 g sine 30 degree minus mu remains as such. R is 35 g cos 30 degree is equal to ma. नो 35 जी cos 30 जो है इसको हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे इसको, तो ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा 303. तो 35 जी sin 30 will become 175. This becomes 175 minus mu into 303. You will use calculator here, is equal to 35. A from here, A will be, acceleration will be 175 minus 303 mu over 35. Now we have to find speed at the bottom of the slope. V square V square, we will use V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. V square we have to find. Initial speed is 0 when she start because she start from rest. Initial speed 0 to AS to A अभी हमने ये find किया है. This is acceleration to A to A S. S is 2.5 meter. Sloping section का distance. Now from here after calculation V square 2.5 into 2 over 35 days will be denominator में 7 रह जाएगा तो this V square will be 175 minus 303 mu over 7. Now come to the horizontal section. The speed at this point will be 0 और speed यहाँ पे initial speed we have found this speed v square we have in this sloping section now this becomes the initial speed. Sloping section पे ये speed जो है ये initial speed हो जाएगी तो final speed is 0 so we have to use this equation v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Final speed is 0. Initial speed now becomes this. We have just found. So what we need acceleration here. So now on this horizontal section, we will find acceleration by this equation. 0 minus force of resistance force is equal to ma. This is negative 250 is equal to m is 35a. ये पहले भी हमने फाइंड किया. दिस इज -7.143 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्केयर. Now we use the acceleration. I'm putting the values v square. We have this is v square. Putting here final speed is 0. So this is 0 u square. Now this becomes u square 135 175 minus 303 mu over 7 is equal to 2a. अभी हमने फाइंड किया -7.143 and s is 1.05 मीटर. ये डिस्टेंस जो है it is given. This is 1.05. So after calculation we get it 303 mu minus 175 over 7 is equal to right side becomes -105. By crossing or multiplying we get 303 mu is equal to 7 मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. Cross multiplying after cross multiplying we get this relation 303 mu is equal to 70. From here mu is equal to 70 over 303 that becomes 0.231. This is the answer. This is the value of mu, coefficient of friction.